Top 3 things I wish I would have done earlier in my business, and really just top 3 mistakes that I've made as an entrepreneur that I hope you can learn from when I express this to you. Number 1, I wish I would have hired out a professional content creator faster. I tried to be the one and everything entrepreneur. And a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we're starting out, we don't have a lot of money, we can't hire things out in a lot of ways, and so we just try to do everything ourselves. I tried to build my website myself, I was doing my own content myself, I was using a GoPro just because that's all I could figure out. I was using a GoPro in my basement, trying to make it work. I was taking my own pictures with my iPhone, and there's nothing wrong with that, except there is a lot wrong with that, as a matter of fact. And there's nothing wrong with that in the fact that you're trying. There's a lot wrong with that in the fact that you're not gonna get very far. You can only go so far without looking professional, without having things done with the highest form of skill set. I don't believe you should try and do things on your own, and I don't believe you should try and adapt the skill set. I am not skilled with cameras. I am not skilled with content creation. I can come up with ideas, but that's not my forte. And I tried too hard to make that my forte and look into that and learn more. And I bought courses and I was constantly learning, and I learned a lot, but I'm still not nearly as good as the people who I have hired. And they're just by getting them, it's made my life so much easier to let their creation fly with the business, to let what they're able to do as a professional create. You see what we're doing right now. This was not because of me. Because I've hired some badass motherfuckers on my team who can create. I wish I would have done that sooner and delegated more out to actually using other people, not even just content, just in general. Delegating tasks, actually hiring out tasks and having other people do it for me. I tried to do too many things on my own to save a dime and to make it more cost efficient. And maybe I thought if I learned all these skill sets I could move faster. You don't want to learn skill sets. You don't want to be a solopreneur. Because there's a difference between a solopreneur and an entrepreneur. A solopreneur is just someone who runs their business on their own, and you can only go so far. You can only go so far. I've very rarely ever heard of a solopreneur making multiple millions of dollars. But I have heard of a lot of entrepreneurs making hundreds of millions of dollars because they've learned how to bring together a team, they've learned how to delegate tasks and focus on what they're good at. So number 1, hire out the professionals. Number 2, automate more things. There are some things you want to hire out, and there are some things that with technology today, you need to leverage technology. You need to use that in your business. If you're not doing that, well, then you're going to be falling behind. If you're still sending out, pigeon mailers, whatever, where they fly to them, you're obviously not going to get very far. Now, that's an extreme example, but what I mean is stay on top of what you can do. Learn how to automate things. Use Zapier. Learn all these things that are right there at your fingertips. It's not that difficult to use. Learn how to automate things in your business so that way it cuts the cost of your business. You're able to grow and scale quickly, and it's going to change your life, because a lot of things that businesses used to hire out, they don't have to hire that out anymore. They can just have an automated system that does that for you. A lot of my business has grown because I've been able to automate my systems. So number 2, learn how to automate. Number 3, I shouldn't have been as trusting as I was starting out. I still struggle with this, where I want to trust and believe in everybody who comes in to work for me. I want to give them everything I have and invest in them and give them every opportunity to succeed. And I still want to do that, but at the same time, as an entrepreneur, you do not want to give everything to everyone. You need to make sure people earn it. You need to value yourself enough to make sure that people earn your time, they earn your respect, and they are actually someone worth investing your time into. I tried to invest all my time in everyone, and that was a waste of time. I can only invest my time into the right people who I believe in, who have earned my trust, earned my respect, and those are the people who I keep in my circle. You need a close-knit circle, but they say keep your circle small. I was not keeping my circle small. Everyone I talked to knew everything because I wanted to be full disclosure, everyone see everything. And in a lot of ways that created a lot more problems than I really needed, because people were creating their own ideas behind it, creating their own, ways of expressing it. And really, in all reality, I was giving other people too much to worry about. That wasn't their job. They didn't need to worry about those things. I was too trusting and too giving starting out as an entrepreneur. You need to value yourself. If you have a message that can benefit other people's lives, then you need to recognize the value in that and keep your circle small and delegate and trust a very small but specific and powerful crew, and that will make the biggest difference in your business.